wondering how I got into this mix. Mind flicking tricks.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Derek in San Diego, last day of Libertopia. Things are shutting down. I just wanted to pause for a moment to share with you a really amazing story of somebody who I've just recently met in person, and I think you need to know this. So, how are you doing, brother Kevin?
Doing well, doing well.
Look, let's get right to it, man. You came to me yesterday and shared something that I feel really compelled to share with my audience, my supporters, because I think these types of stories are important in inspiring other people to be true to themselves and take action. So let's talk about what were you doing before being in Libertopia? Where did you come from? You know, what's your journey like?
I got out of the United States Air Force in September, and up until then I spent 7 years being security forces, military police, doing law enforcement, securing for nuclear missiles and bases and things like that. I found libertarianism, anarchy, really freedom while I was in, and dealt with a personal journey that kind of took me and reinvented my mind to help me realize that that wasn't the path that I wanted to be on. That I valued things that were greater than money and cool guy jumping out at things and shooting things and doing all that.
You got sold the story of join the military, learn how to be a sniper, jump out of planes, be this badass kind of superhero guy.
Yeah. It was not only that, but it was also you get to do these cool things, and we will remake you into this super person, right? We'll show you the structure and the way of being that's that I was at the time really calling for. Right out of high school, I thought that I was going to do 20 years and be this like super cool person, be a buff guy, and run around and be this hero. Really, it was what I wanted, and it fell apart before my eyes, and that's when I discovered Ron Paul and so many other writers that really kind of tore apart my conception of what human interaction was really supposed to be like. And I was having people reading these ideas on one hand, and then seeing the criticisms actually unfold before me in the military-industrial complex at the same time. And showing, these relationships and supply chains shut down and things like that all around me. It was this thing that brought up and said, "Hey,
Robert, can you take this over, please?
It's
I
not
never
right."
found my son.
So you described to me earlier that you're like in the Humvee. You said you were reading some of my work.
That's right.
I imagine other people as well. And so describe that to a being in the military.
Can you wrap your hands around this way? It's really...
People are, like the one, like you said, the family is like, thank you for your service. Other people are, thank you for your service. And you're kind of having this internal battle of guilt of like, is this really the person that I want to be? Is it, kind of going back and forth. What is that like inside? So be in that position where, as you said, you thought you were going to be in this for 20 years for the rest of your life. You're taking care of your health care is good. Everybody treats you like you're a hero.
Making a lot of money.
You're making a good amount of money, but inside you're not feeling good. What's that?
No, not at all. Oh my God! Like for a while it was okay. Yeah, I deserve this, right? I deserve to be thanked. I deserve to have my meals paid for by the old veterans or the people that just want to say thank you, right? And then that eroded away as I was reading, especially your work. Like there's this other thing, like hey, we need to be true to ourselves, right? And as I was becoming more true to myself and realizing what I was doing, I wasn't serving them. I was taking it. Not only that, but I was eroding their freedom, right? And I realized that, in the time that I had started to the time that I was in, that I was reading these things, people had lost their freedoms, right? So when they were thanking me, thank you for your freedom, I was stealing from them. I was getting worse. And I mean, bring up the story of the Humvee where I'm sitting there reading your books, and I'm telling people about these ideas, and they're like, yeah, whatever, I don't really care. And I'm like, wait a minute, you can be a better person. And they're like, yeah, I think I get it, but I don't want that. I want to stay asleep. Like, it was this duality of like, okay, I can even, it got to the point where I knew I was stuck, and it got worse, actually. It got way worse before it improved. Because I was good at my job. And I was able to actually split my life and say, here's this intellectual side where I'm at home and I'm reading and I'm online interacting with people. I didn't know anybody else, right? And then when I go to work, I turn into this other person where I don't abide by my principles. I'm not true to what I say is important. And I'm willing to hurt. And not only am I willing to hurt, I want to hurt. Where there's this part of me that says, hey, you're really good at, engaging targets out to 1,100. You should be doing that. Well, what venue allows you to do that? The military. Where are they operating? At the Middle East. Where does that mean? I want to go to the Middle East, shoot full on, and then, like, that still blows my mind right now. Like, oh, wait a minute. There's a part of me that says, I want to go hurt people that I don't know for any reason. It didn't matter that it was in Afghanistan. I didn't care. There's a part of me that said, I just want to be a hero.
They give you a purpose, something like you said. You come into this thing sort of like, I want to be a hero, I want to belong, I want to have a sense of responsibility, sense of duty.
Yeah.
They gave you the tools, they gave you the ideas, and it made you feel like, okay, now I found my purpose. My purpose is to be a sniper, to police people, to submit, get them to submit to authority. And as you said, they give you the avenue. Hey, here's a whole world open to you. Under our command, you can do whatever you want.
Don't think about the engagement. Don't think about the reason. Don't think about whether it's Syria or whether we supported these people or that people last time. Because everybody else is just going to be going straight towards it. Because guess what? We want to be good at our jobs. We want to do the thing that we were taught was making our lives meaningful, right? This direction, this purpose. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter whether it was Syria or Afghanistan or Iraq or these people or that tribe or this ideology. It didn't matter. We came up with any excuse we could come up with to say that we wanted to go hurt others and we wanted to be good at our job.
What was the final straw? Like as you said, you found Ron Paul, you found some other books and works. What was the final straw where you knew that, like, I'm leaving there for something military?
I think when I found an avenue for my work, when I said, hey, there's something I can be doing, I can be providing back to this world for free. And that culminated into City Starter, where I wanted to build Derrick Broze a city, his own community where he can like retire tomorrow and be like, hey, this is my own slice of freedom. There's people around me that believe the same things I do, and I can trust, and I've built myself. It's not tomorrow. It's not off in some distant land. It's where you want it. Be it here in San Diego, be it in Germany, or in the middle of the ocean, or wherever. That's what I want to do. I realized that the ideas of human interaction, human relationships, and spontaneous order gave us the tools to allow us to do this. And then you throw in the internet and technology and open source interactions, gave us everything that we needed. All we had to do is start.
So City Starter then it's a website, it's soon to be an app, right? It's something like, I kind of compared it yesterday, and I'm sure you can break it down better, but maybe something like BitNation, but for cities or smaller.
That's right. BitNation and I have so many aligned interests. It's incredible. Again, like I'm not creating anything revolutionary. I'm not the first one to do this. I've met people here that had the exact same idea as me. In 2013, right? The thing that we're doing different is we think that we start with individuals with like interests, things that they hold the most important thing. It can be anything. It can be I want to live in a more sustainable way with the earth. It can be I want to live in the most voluntary society possible. It can be I like dressing up cats. Whatever your idea of what you want to be is the most important thing in your life, you find people like that. Once you find people like that, then you already have this relationship. It just needs to be had, right? And then on top of those things, you start building the interactions and using the technologies that we already have available to us in order to build a community today.
So how far along is that project?
We're
find out more.
Brand new. Citystarter.org is where we're located at right now. I'm going for a 501c3 so I can get better relationships with these businesses. They can start to seed funding this project. I already have some money lined up, and right now I'm working on building a team to build the website, make this network possible, and get people on it. I'm willing to go anywhere and talk to anybody and get these people, because it doesn't matter what your ideas are or what you think is the most important, I can't tell you how you should interact, whether it be from Murray Rothbard or from Karl Marx. It doesn't matter to me. What I want is for you to have a relationship with the people that you have interests in, and you to build the best of life for yourself.
True voluntary relationships. I appreciate that. And check that out at citystarter.org. And the last thing I wanted to give you an opportunity to, first off, is to say, as I told you yesterday, thank you so much for the steps that
Thank you.
Because seriously, it's not very often that people actually say, you know what, I'm a fucking military cop, or I'm a defense contractor, or I'm working in the system, and I'm going to give that all up. Because especially the military, like, everybody's like telling you you're doing the best thing, and I'm sure you had family support and friends who thought you were crazy and maybe still think you're crazy. And I just commend you, seriously, it means a lot. Anything that you can offer to someone out there who might be hearing this, who's still in the humble and still trying to figure out how to get out of that situation, what can you offer to that person?
Oh my God, be true to yourself. You see it every day, the monotony, the erosion of the people telling you what to do, not in the You signed up for this thinking you wanted to get in, and you see how everything is degrading. You see that it's not working right, and you see that the system cannot change. You're not going to get, you're not going to get E9 and change everything and make everything good for yourself. More than that, you're going to, in order to get to that place, you're going to sell your soul, and you're not going to be the same person. You're going to say you're doing it for your family, you're saying you're doing it for your country, but you're selling out both of those things in order to get a more secure life. It's an easy life to kick back. Be true to yourself. I know it's not true.